Lewis Hamilton makes Michael Schumacher revelation with warning to Vettel and Verstappen. Hamilton, 33, won his 5th world title this year, which took him joint second in the standings. The Brit needs 2 more Drivers' Championship wins to level with the legendary German Schumacher. And he plans to beat Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen, of Red Bull, to the honor during the remainder of his Mercedes contract. Hamilton is tied down until the end of the 2020 season, and he plans to keep his foot on the gas after an incredible 2018. "I feel like I'm still not at my best," said Hamilton at an event for team sponsor Hewlett-Packard. "I'm just on the way there. I've still got lots of work to do. We've just signed for another 2 years, so 19 and 20 are going to be interesting. My goal is to make sure Ferrari don't win a championship within those 2 years, or Red Bull." Hamilton knows success will not come easy over the next 2 years, especially with the rising talent on show. Verstappen matured substantially this year, and Charles Leclerc will also be a force to be reckoned with after earning a move to Ferrari. "We've got the Red Bulls who are really trying to come at us strongly. We've got young Max Verstappen who wants to steal a world championship," Hamilton added. "We've got now Charles Leclerc in Ferrari who's going to want to impress next year." And these guys are all much younger. "I'm the 3rd oldest driver now in Formula 1, which is ridiculous because I'm only 33. But these guys, they're all in their young teens now. So how do I remain relevant? How do I remain fitter than all these guys? How do I remain mentally more focused and more diligent than all these other guys? That's my super focus, to stay ahead of them." Next news: Lando Norris, any Fernando Alonso input will be very valuable. McLaren youngster Lando Norris says any input from Fernando Alonso in 2019 will be very valuable as the team tries to move up the Formula 1 grid. McLaren has endured a lackluster few years, and aspirations that severing ties with Honda would propel the team up the grid proved unfounded. McLaren began 2018 brightly but scored just 5 times in the final 15 Grands Prix, amassing only 22 points in that spell, as it took a distant 6th in the Constructors' Championship. The team will enter 2019 with a revised lineup of Formula 2 runner-up and ex-Toro Rosso and Renault driver Carlos Sainz Jr., who replace Alonso and Stoffel van Dorn. Alonso will remain affiliated with McLaren courtesy of his tilt at next year's Indianapolis 500, and team boss Zak Brown has suggested that the Spaniard could test his 2019 F1 Challenger. "I think it'll be very valuable," Norris said of Alonso's presence. "He's obviously got the best idea of how the cars change over the years, the best experience of what's good and what's bad, a lot more than I do. Obviously I don't know what's going to happen. He still is part of McLaren. I guess a lot is up to him. Of course I would like to have as many days of testing as possible, but if everyone comes to a decision and thinks it's for the good of the whole team and thinks that his feedback would be just as important as mine or Carlos, then I think it's a good thing. But I think there's a long way to go until we see what he wants to do and if he wants to get in an F1 car again." Next news: Ricciardo, mentally testing 2018 will make me stronger. Daniel Ricciardo has described his 2018 season in Formula 1 as mentally testing, but is hopeful that the experience can make him stronger. Ricciardo's impressive beginning to the season seen him emerge as an early title contender with Red Bull Racing. However, the Aussie had a number of reliability issues with Red Bull's Renault engine, and it resulted in Ricciardo having 8 DNFs in 2018, more than any other driver on the grid. Ricciardo announced during the summer break that he'd be ending his tenure at Red Bull Racing and make a rather surprising move to Renault for the 2019 season. The new Renault man was asked if 2018 was the hardest of his career, and replied, 100%, yes. Absolutely. Even purely on the results, but then with everything else on top of that. There's the contract stuff. The high of Monaco, the low of the DNFs. It's been by far the most intense and challenging seasons ever experienced. Mentally it has tested me, but I feel it's only going to make me stronger down the track. Ricciardo singled out his win at the China Grand Prix, with his season proving to be like a roller coaster. I think it sums up the roller coaster of the year it has been, Ricciardo added to Crash.net. All the highs and lows, frustration and joy into one. I remember on the podium on Sunday, I was holding in a lot of my emotion because it just plays with you. But then, to come out of that weekend, I wasn't just proud of what I'd achieved, I was very proud of the team and proud of everyone who helped me get to that point on Sunday afternoon. Also, I heard that the move to the lead of the race was voted overtake of the year, or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Big weekend, for sure. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.